All right, I have an import from France, and it comes from, you've probably heard of them before, Maison. And this is their unscented olive oil bar soap. It is a 7-ounce bar that I picked up at Whole Foods for $4.49. And I've tested the Maison brand before. I do like their bars, and I'm a huge fan of olive oil soaps. So let's get this out of its package and have a closer look at it. I just love the traditional look of the bar. Oh, just so nice, especially too, I haven't had a chance to wreck the bar. Oftentimes when I do Instagram shots, I drop the soaps, they get dinged up, but this is still pretty pristine. All right, I cannot wait to take this home and start using it. I'll get back to you in a few days. All right, welcome back to the second half of this review. And we're gonna start with the business and end with a really cool story. So here's what remains of my bar. And used it for 6 days, sometimes 2 times a day, and especially used it on my face. I know on the package does say it's supposed to be unscented, and while it is a bit of a weaker scent than other olive oil bars, it's still a mild aroma, and you're going to pick it up in the shower. It's your traditional burnt plastic olive oil aroma. I'm fine with it. You know, this is how it smells. Once you're out of the shower, it is going to dissipate from your body right away. When you're washing up with it, it's got an okay creamy foamy lather, and this is a bar soap that did leave my skin moderately dried out. Now guys, I know you're probably wondering, well, why would I want to use an olive oil bar soap? But here's something a lot of women know, but maybe not a lot of men, and that these have really good anti-aging properties to them. They do a wonderful job firming up your skin, so you do end up looking younger. And while I do like this olive oil soap, I think it's a good bar, I'm still more partial to Olivina or Kiss My Face. I would certainly suggest go with either of those first. But if you happen to be in Whole Foods and you see this and you want to try an olive oil bar, go for it. So here's where the story begins. Time-wise, I actually used this product a little bit further back in the past than you're seeing this review now. And I was out about town, as I am wont to do. And I'm an old-fashioned guy. I mean, I will use Tinder and some of the online dating apps, but there's something about the thrill of the hunt, like doing it the old-fashioned way, interpreting the signals, having the courage to actually approach a woman and ask her out. And I'm actually a little bit rusty. I've been staying inside because of COVID, so haven't been dating. You know, I've been like staying home, staying safe. But, you know, sometimes you've got to roll the dice, right? And so I was out and I encountered this amazingly gorgeous woman, and I'm like, okay, signals seem good. I'm going to go for it. And I ended up getting her number. So I set up this date, and I really wish I'd spent more time. I mean, I did sort of plan, but I really should have planned more. It's like going to the Super Bowl and like, you know, it's some junior high team or something. And I was a junior high team and it was terrible. On my part, anyways. So I didn't know that much about her. I knew a few things, but not a ton. We get to this nice restaurant. We sit down. And I want to talk to you a little bit about appearance and age. So I'm looking at her, and she's got really great skin. So I'm assuming she could have been anywhere between 20 to 26. And the way I found out her age was, I'm old-fashioned too when it comes to the first date. I always pay for everything. I just insist on it. So the waiter comes up, and I'm like, you know, get whatever you want. Drinks are on me. And I'm certainly hoping that she's 26 and not like on the younger age of that spectrum, because that would definitely be me robbing the cradle. And then she says, oh, I'm not old enough to drink. And then what's even worse is the waiter says, oh, we don't serve alcohol here, sir, which is just like, oh, because I'm not saying I need to get drunk on a first date. I am generally a good conversationalist, and I can carry myself well and make my boring life sound kind of entertaining. But, you know, a little alcohol doesn't hurt to loosen things up. But that's not the important point. So what I will say is this, though. It didn't go so well just because, like, she was a perfect 10, and I'm trying to talk to her while looking at her, but my intelligence level literally dropped by 40%. It was just tragic. It's like having a $1 million lottery ticket, you leave it in your pants and throw your pants in the washer. Well, anyways, moving on, we got to my age, which is, I think, where it was kind of more shocking. I'm not saying that I'm an immortal vampire, but I do look a lot younger than I actually am. And that's due to good genes and, of course, taking care of my skin. So I asked her how old she thought I was, and then I told her how old I actually was. And I'm not going to age myself for those of you out there, because I'm sort of a private person. But it was a little bit of a shock for her. So, yeah. But I generally don't find that to be a problem. You know, if I want to date younger women, I can, and they're not terribly put off if you're an older guy, especially if, you know, you're intelligent, you're charming, you're caring, you're considerate. If you've got all of those things, then not a big deal. But yeah, one thing I will say to guys out there, if you do start taking care of yourself, and you know, also I was using some Aveeno Daily Moisturizing, and I've been working out, losing weight, whitening my teeth, so I was certainly improving myself. So if you do end up in that type of situation, don't lie about anything really on a first date, because even if you have a great first date and 10 other great dates after that, if she finds out that you were lying about something rather important on the first date, then you've got trust issues and it's never going to work. Because you want to be able to trust each other. And I really believe that's a two-way street. I don't lie because it's stressful and I don't like it, and I certainly wouldn't want anyone to lie to me either. So, you know, if someone can't like you for who you are, don't worry about it. Anyways, and you know what's funny too? I will post a link below to how it sort of went. There's this great Key and Peele skit, and that was like a really great synopsis. But, so guys, one thing you need to know is that for us, you know, expectations for physical appearance aren't nearly as high as they are for women. So if you just start doing things like using olive oil soaps that have great anti-aging properties and Aveeno Daily Moisturizing, things like this, and they're not expensive either, someday you can also date college women, which is crazy, you know. And she wasn't just like pretty, she was also really smart. So, well, you can't win them all. All right, that's my review. I want to thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time.